Hi, I'm Paula Williams from ABCI, and one of the first things that new clients do when they start working with ABCI is to fill out a new client questionnaire. And we do this actually before we even engage with you. And the reason we do this is so that you do your homework and we do our homework, so that we're coming into our first conversation knowing a little bit about each other and knowing whether or not we're a good fit. So what we do is we send you a new client questionnaire, and the first reaction that most people have to this new client questionnaire is, holy cow, that thing is long. It's 10 pages long. It is not trivial to fill out. It's got all kinds of questions on here about how you got into this business, what you love about it, what you hate about it, specific changes that you want to see in the next months, years, things like that. Who is your favorite customer, or who is your preferred type of customer? How do we find more of them? And some of these may apply to you, some of these may not. But we want to know everything we possibly can about your company, because we believe that we have to listen first before we talk. We have to know as much as we can about your company before we can make recommendations that will really make a difference to you. After you filled out the questionnaire, it takes us a few days to go through your answers and research your market, your competitors, and other kinds of things, and put a package together for you. You'll get something like this in the mail from ABCI. And what we include in here varies a great deal depending on how you answered the questions. For people who put more time and effort into the questionnaire, we spend more time and effort putting the recommendations together. We think that's only fair. Because, if you've invested in your company, then we will invest in your company as well. So we send you a binder like this. We often send you a book or two, depending on what we think is the most useful to you, given your situation and the challenges that you're likely to be facing. Sometimes I send a note with the book that will say, you need to read chapter 4 on this particular topic. We try to make that as respectful of your time as we possibly can, because we understand that you're busy. So we'll do that. We'll include a copy of your questionnaire in this binder, and we will include our recommendations. And the recommendations that we include will have a personal note to you about the things that stood out to us about the recommendations. It will have a customized marketing system that includes, your phase 1 prospecting activities, the things that we think you're doing well and the things that we think you could do better. Phase 2, your converting activities, again, things we think you're doing well and things that we think that we could improve on. And then phase 3, recapturing activities for repeat sales, referrals, recaptures, upsells, things like that. And then we'll include a lot of different options for you. What things we think we could do better, especially we're going to spend some time on those and say, this is what we would do, and this is how ABCI could help, or this is how you could do this on your own. So some of these recommendations will have to do with collaboration with ABCI. Some of these will be things that you can do on your own. And if we decide to work together moving forward, we have options for, depending on what your budget is, and how much time and energy you have available, how much staff you have available. And those recommendations may include a commission agreement, or they may include fees only, or they may include a combination of the two. Usually commission agreements are more likely with companies that are willing to establish a complete marketing system. We want to make sure that, of course, we're going to get paid. So we'll want to make sure that you're investing in a complete marketing system and you're doing something on each of those levels. Phase 1, which is prospecting. Phase 2, which is your follow-up program. And then phase 3, which is your recapture. You've got a fairly mature marketing system, and we're going to be a big part of that going forward, then a commission agreement may make sense. Otherwise, we'll be really clear about what our fees are and really fair about that. Either way you do this, whether or not you decide to work with ABCI moving forward, you'll find that the marketing recommendations will be really, really valuable to your company. And, we look forward to working with you.